Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. Hamilton here, back again to read with you today. So, this week we've been studying Little Red Riding Hood, and today we're going to take a closer look at the setting of the story. Now, you should be getting really good at setting, but let's remember what setting is before we get started. Setting tells us when and where our story takes place. So I need you to help me with some actions, okay? So pretend you've got a cool Apple Watch on, okay? So our setting tells us when, look at your watch, and where our story takes place. Let's try it one more time. Our setting tells us when and where our story takes place. Okay, let's dig in. I need you to have a piece of paper and a pencil. And I need you to write the word setting at the top of your paper, just like I did. So if you need to pause this video to write down the word setting, go ahead and pause the video and start it again when you are ready. All right, today we are going to be like detectives looking for clues to figure out our setting. Now, you probably already know where the story takes place, right? Red Riding Hood walks through the woods, but today what I really want to focus on is when our story takes place. So let's take a look at the front cover that's on your screen right now, Little Red Riding Hood. We've got a picture of Little Red and her mom, and it looks like maybe their house in the background. So take a minute and look at that picture and think about what you notice about the picture. The first thing I notice is Little Red Riding Hood because she's right in the foreground. We can see her and she looks super happy. So, one thing I notice about her is that she's wearing a very long dress, and her mom has a very long dress on too. And so that kind of makes me think that this story might take place a long time ago because usually little girls and moms don't wear dresses, long dresses to their ankles like that, just every day. Maybe if there's a special occasion, but not usually just every day. So that's one clue that I have that it takes place a long time ago. All right, go back to your paper where it says setting. Okay? So one of the clues that you can use to determine the setting are the characters' clothes. Okay, so let's write that on our paper. I'm going to write it on mine, you write it on yours, and I will hold it up. So one clue is the character's clothes. So I'm going to write the character's clothes. The character's clothes can give us a really good idea when our story is taking place. If Little Red Riding Hood had a spacesuit on, I might think it would take place in the future. But because she's wearing this dress and her mom has a similar one, and I know that that's how people used to dress a long time ago, well, then that's a clue to me that the story took place a long time ago. All right, the next thing I'm going to look at is the environment or the surroundings. And I noticed that her house, it looks like her little fence is built of stones. And I also noticed that there's no driveway and there's no cars. So that kind of supports my clue that this story took place a long time ago. So another clue that you can look at is the environment. So let me write that down. Or let's say what's around the characters. So I'm going to write look for what is around the characters. Now, if you need a little more time to write, this might be a good time to pause your video so that you can really think about what you're writing. I'll hold mine up in case you need to know how to spell any words. Okay, so I wrote, look for what is around the characters. Good. You guys are working so hard. I'm super proud of you. All right, so today we have determined, even just from the front cover before reading our book, that probably our setting takes place a long time ago, and she's outside. So let's keep looking at the pictures and see if we can determine a little bit more about our setting outside. Let's see. Well, there she goes off a path. And again, she's walking. So that still supports our theory that this took place a long time ago. And there it looks like her family or maybe some friends. And we've already read the story. But right now, we're just looking at the pictures and trying to get some clues about our setting. Same thing with this house, no driveway, no cars, and look at their clothes. They look like olden clothes. So, again, that supports our theory that our story took place a long time ago. All right, friends. So, remember, when you are reading a story, whether it be a picture book or a chapter book, the setting is going to help you understand what you're reading better. So, one more time, let's remind ourselves the setting is when and where our story takes place. Now, you've got these clues in your writing notebook of how to determine the setting. So, if you ever forget or want to look back on how to figure out the setting, you have these clues right here with you in your writing notebook. Thanks for reading with me and learning with me today, friends. I'll see you next time.